What the fuck is time management? What's up, MVA fam? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about what the fuck is time management skills. So I want to apologize ahead of time. I know last week I was going to talk about fulfillment versus pleasure, aka instant gratification. I felt like this was a more important topic. It was on schedule, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to move ahead time management because I know the majority of us are like heavy deep into the semester by the time this video uploads. Maybe midterms are about to pop off, or like finals are about to pop off. We're just on that struggle bus as far as like our schedule goes and our studies go. So let me make you feel better, right? This video is meant to be about time management so you can crush life, right, and become successful, whether in school or not. I just made that example just for the heck of it, okay? So we're going to be talking about time management today. So let me put it in perspective for you, okay? Think about the most successful people you know, and again, I'm going to tie it back to success, like I always do. Think about the most successful people you know, and let me ask you this question. What's the difference between them and you? Or not you, but like people, like normal people. So you're not normal, you know what I mean. Normal people, everybody else, okay? What's the difference? Well, as my mom always said, successful people, or really rich people, successful people, whatever, put on their pants exactly like you do, one leg at a time. So what I'm trying to say is every single person on this earth, whether they're a CEO or a president or a king or a queen or like or celebrity, anyone, right? To a janitor has 24 hours of the day. So what I'm saying is the only difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is what they do with the 24 hours that they're given. So it's what you do with the amount of time that you have. Now, we all have the same 24 hours. It's what you do with the 24 hours that really matters. So let's break it down. You're like, oh Patrick, no, I'm always busy. I got this and that going on. I'm running from here, I'm running over there. There's just so much going on in my life. I'm always stressed out. First off, you're living life like a spaghetti and not the waffle. You remember last video? Live your life like a waffle and compartmentalize your life. But like I was saying, we all have 8 hours of sleep a day. Let's just be real, okay? Let's just equate that we have 8 hours of sleep a day. Okay, which means we have 16 hours left to do whatever we want. Sorry, I write sloppy. So you have 16 hours to do whatever you need to do for the day. Okay, so for example, there's going to be an example. Let's say for instance for that day you have an hour and a half of workout, right? And then you have 3 hours of classes, and then you got to study for those classes. So that's 6 hours, right? So you do the math. That's about 10.5 hours done, and you're not going to study every day. Maybe you will, or you won't have class every day. Maybe you will, right? But just to let you know, that's another 5.5 hours to do other things. May it be, work. May it be like you go to work or something. You're not going to go to work every day. I don't know. May it be personal growth, growing yourself. Maybe expanding yourself in other capacities, or maybe it's just chilling out, right? So all this, notice how I didn't write it on the board, because this is your schedule. I'm not going to tell you what you need to do with your schedule. I'm just trying to put your schedule in perspective for you, because it's personal growth. That phone, man. This phone went off. So anyways, this is how you execute an effective schedule. like effective human beings do, right? People that are successful. Here's how to do it, okay? Just know, so before you break down your own schedule for yourself for time management's sake, you have to realize that about 80% of what you do, or 80% of what you do throughout the day or throughout your schedule, when you wake up, when you go to sleep, will create 20% of the results that you want, right? This is called the 80-20 rule. Oh man, that's gee whiz. 80-20. Hopefully you can see that. It's kind of, sorry. But anyways, 80-20 rule, which means that 20% of the actions that you do that day, 20% of what you need to get done will create 80% of the results that you want, just about. And then 80% of what you do all day is just a bunch of filler. It won't create much action for you. It's not that valuable. So what I'm saying is, when you're planning out your schedule, make sure you eat the frog. That's what I've been taught. Eat the frog, which means basically put your hardest task first, the crap that you don't want to do, but you need to get done, that is urgent and important, right? Get that done first so you feel great throughout the day. You know you got it done, so on and so forth, right? The number one thing you need to get it done first. Why not? Right? So let's be smart about how we plan, okay? Because a smart person once told me that procrastination is the antithesis of success, right? Antithesis meaning it's gonna kill success, right? So procrastination is for unsuccessful people, aka it ain't for me and you. You get that? Right? Procrastination will kill your success and kill your energy, so on and so forth, okay? So you failed to plan. I've heard this. You failed to plan, you are planning to fail. You see that? So plan your schedule. Get yourself a planner, for God's sake. Or be active. If you have a phone, more than likely you got a calendar on that thing, right? It's 21st century, I'm sure you do. So plan out your schedule. Plan out what you need to do. Or at the very least, have a to-do list for the day. And like I said, right, 20% of your actions will create 80% of the results. Eat the frog. Do the biggest task first, right? And get that done and feel good. Have a to-do list for yourself so you can stay laser focused on what you need to do, right, for success and moving towards your goals, right? So just make sure every single day what you plan out for yourself in your schedule is productive towards what you want to accomplish. That's urgent and important, right? Or what's important to you. So things like going to the gym or doing homework or whatever, talking to your girlfriend or boyfriend on the phone, put that in your schedule. Definitely, right? Family time, put that in your schedule, right? On that certain day that you need to. I'm not saying every day. You don't need to do that, right? So the number one thing I want you to take away from this, if you just ignore everything else that I say, don't do that. But just in case you've been tuning out this entire time, you must own your time. Don't let time own you. There's a reason why it's called your time, because it's yours to do what you want with it. If you haven't noticed, like every week we do like 2 takes. That wasn't relevant. I shouldn't have told you that. But okay. So yeah, just realize that it's your time. You do what you want with it. But as far as the journey goes that we've been going on this entire time, I'm sure what you want to do with it is to be productive towards what you want to accomplish. Okay. So there's a good basis. There's a good reason why you want to have a planner. I'm not like being paid by any planner companies or anything. So just know that I'm not being sponsored by them. But I've been using planners for years, and it's to write down what you need to get done that day, so you can compartmentalize your life. You remember last video? Remember that? When I talked about compartmentalizing your life so you can focus on what needs to get done. For instance, in my planner, so how my planner goes, I'll tell you about my day. Wish I Golly, man. Hold on. This is like literally the best $30 I've ever spent every year since like I was 18. So, well, this is very sparse. But anyways, yeah. So this is my style of planner. I like to plan it this in depth. I implore you to do the same, but hey, you do whatever the hell you want. Now, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so whatever I have put in the planner, for instance, right now, from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m., I'm shooting new videos. Am I worried about anything else? Am I thinking about anything else? No, because that would limit me in my focus and discipline in giving you the best content that I absolutely can. If I'm thinking about something else in my schedule that needs to get done, then I am unfocused, right? And things won't get as done as well as it could get done. You see what I'm saying there? So what I'm saying is, get yourself a planner, get yourself a to-do list, and remember to compartmentalize your life. Live your life like a waffle and focus on what needs to get done right then and there in your planner that you set for yourself, okay? Now, here's another thing. A couple more tips about time management is you gotta be smart with your time management too. So what I'm saying is you know, whatever you need to get done during the daytime, put it in the daytime. Like if you need sunlight to get it done, obviously put it then, right? You can do chores and you can do homework and you can do the studying at night. You don't need sunlight to do that unless you're weird like that. But yeah, be smart with your time management, and you know, review your list or what you need to get done every day. When I wake up, my planner's next to me, okay? And what's really nice, I'll get to that in a second. So I wake up and I know what needs to get done that day. I implore you to do the same, because this is what successful people do. They review their schedules every day, right? This is a proven fact. 95% of the population of the United States don't even have goals. 95% live every single day with no goal in mind, right? But however, you know, top 5%, they have goals, and they do. Here's another fact. Less than 1% review their goals every day or review their planners every day. MVA FAM, you see where I'm getting at, right? If you want to be successful, review your schedule every day, what you freaking need to do so you can stay focused on what needs to get done so you can become highly effective, and have goals. You should already if you've been watching this video series. Huh? So anyways, you know, review your list every morning so you know what needs to get done throughout the day, right? And if, by the way, you don't get something done just that day, you know, you missed something out of the to-do list, or maybe you just overpacked yourself for the day because you weren't being realistic. We'll talk about that next video, energy management. But you know, make it a priority to get it done the next day. Make it a priority to get it done the next day. Okay, so those are my tips on time management, peeps. You know, highly effective people use planners. And by the way, once I started using a planner, my GPA went up. I'm a college kid, in case you didn't know. So, you know, because my studying habits, they improved. I was able to focus better and, you know, focus on my studies more when it was time to focus on studies. You know, in all aspects of life, I've been able to improve. Why? Because of time management. But also, I was able to be realistic with myself in my time management and make sure I don't burn out. And which brings me to the next video, which is energy management, right? Which is something that feeds into it. But like I said, you know, take these tips to heart. I hope, you know, I'm here to improve you and live life like a waffle with discipline and with time management in mind. Again, CEOs, whoa, that's crooked. CEOs and presidents put their pants on the same way that you do. They just do, you know, they just handle their 24 hours differently than a normal person, right? So apply these things. Now, like I said, you know how it goes. Leave your comments down below. I'd love to see what y'all's thoughts are on time management. If y'all have any extra tips I didn't cover, put it on the bottom. I'd love to see some discussion. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, right? If you haven't checked out the website yet, go ahead and check it out, musclevisionathletics.com, right? We got a bunch of stuff on sale. So yeah, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And I will see you next week when we go over energy management. See ya! Peace.